Get your fluffy seal pillows now, link in the description. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. The trees said something in Vietnamese. Click all squares. Where is Viet Cong soldier? When you documenting the Vietnam War and suddenly activated face swap. Who would win? Vietnamese soldiers. Kool-Aid flavored gas. Okay family, it is time to visit Vietnam for our family vacation. Kids, yay. Grandfather. Who would win? Heavily armed, heavily trained soldiers, some hidden boys. Rice farmers, the greatest military might at its time. Finally a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary. When you're healthy, male, and expendable, the 60s, a lackism. Have fun in Nam. When you are deep in the Vietnamese jungle and you hear the trees start speaking, Fortune Sun stops. Soviet Union in 1939. Wow, Finland's so small. This is going to be easy. Lori Torni, Sim Heha, Amo Koivunen. Allow us to introduce ourselves. Rare image of a Viet Cong soldier entering a tunnel to ambush Americans. 1968. I don't even know where to begin. This picture is so heartbreaking yet beautiful. The soldiers volunteer to protect the innocent and fight for freedom. And what could be more innocent and free than a baby pony? I need to stop before I make myself cry. If you like this type of content, make sure to subscribe, comment, share the video, and follow me on the links in the description. The USA. Some country in the 50s trying to mind its own business. The USSR. Me playing Forza Motorsport 7. Huh, that's weird, there's no sound. My grandfather, who raced in the 1967 24 Hours of Le Mans, wearing my Bluetooth headphones. Indochina War memes members going to war with our Vietnam War memes. 219. Decolorized. My dad, front, in Vietnam in 1971 : didn't know this photo existed until I came across it randomly on the internet. He cried when he saw it. Hope this is the right place to post. Baby Stan. When you're peeing on a bush in Vietnam and it suddenly grabs our dick. Paracynical, where are you going? Vietnam. I have been drafted. Do you want to see the most illegal thing I own? Me and my comrades kill 500 in the My Lai massacre. Caution. Trees don't move. My grandfather who served in Vietnam War. Something's wrong. I can feel it. They are in the happy little trees. Bob Ross in Vietnam. Who would have thought, after all these years, I'd return to the scene of my greatest military disgrace, as a tourist. USA. Ignores Hong Kong. Help PLZ. USA. But China sells us things. Hong Kong. They're communist. Peace was never an option. When Ancestry DNA says that you're 1% from Vietnam, your grandpa. Constant corruption. North Vietnamese invasion. USA pulling out. Pathleo insurgency. Mass army defections. Khmer Rouge insurgency. Many coups in just a few years. South Vietnam. Me. Playing Battlefield. Weird. There's no sound. Grandpa wearing Bluetooth hearing aid. When you're American and you see some trees, I surrender. Instagram named worst social network for cyberbullying with 2 in 5 victims going on to develop anxiety. Xbox Live. When you are peeing on a bush in Vietnam and it suddenly grabs your dick. America. Burning villages in South Vietnam. South Vietnam, America. Why'd the Viet Cong be here? Parenting in the 1960s. Colorized. Daddy, you shouldn't be drinking at breakfast. Okay, boomer. R2-D2 is the only character to have witnessed the events of every Star Wars film. Vietnam flashbacks. That moment when you win the lottery but it's 1969. Hold up. Student in 2040. Okay, boomer. Teacher. I haven't heard that name in years. Year 2020. Trump is re-elected. Immediately declares war on Vietnam. Vietnam War 2.0. Thousands of Gen's kids are drafted into the military. A few months later, be rice farmer in Vietnam. Start hearing Lil Yachty playing in the distance to the sounds of rotary engines. Helicopters start flying over me. Gucci gang starts blasting from the helicopter speakers. Whole fucking area around me gets napalmed. Choppers drop off enemy troops. Get smoked by a 17-year-old with a pickle wreck sticker on the side of his helmet. He does the Fortnite dance over my body then beats me into a bush. A biologist believes that trees speak a language we can learn. Give me the plant. Me. Cool. Now I'm 18. The US military draft. It's adventure time. Little me listening to my grandpa who tells me about his time in Vietnam. Largest cave in Vietnam. The French trapping the Vietnamese at Dien Bien Phu. What they think? You fool. You fell victim to one of the classic blunders. What real happened? Congratulations. You played yourself. Friend. Flips water bottle. Teachers. The teacher after seeing the presentation me and my friends pulled together in the morning. Wow, that was shit. Okay, boomer. That's cool. Old school. High five. 1965. Right on. Genghis Khan. I agree. Vietnam draftee. Roger Roger Mr. Forefather. The 10-4 dinosaur. Don't not your, Knicks, 1956. Go play some checkers, economy wreckers. We comply. Keep your powder dry. That's pleasant. Historical peasant. 10-piece nugget. The Vietnamese tree watching a bomb fall directly towards it. The Vietnam War in a nutshell. Vietnamese farmers. US soldiers. More US soldiers. The trees speak Vietnamese. Sky. Fortune Sun starts to play. The trees confused screaming. The US. I am the only superpower nation who lost to Vietnam. Mongol Empire. Caution. Trees don't move. Me. Climbs up a tree. The random Vietnamese guy I just tried climbing. Wait a minute. Who are you? When you open Snapchat in Vietnam's forest. As Ernie continues to scream about the Vietnamese, Bert regrets knocking the books off his nightstand, which set off Ernie's PTSD-fueled nightmare. When you hear a tree reloading and realize it's 1960, you will die in 10 seconds.